And it's Shashi Tharoor versus Ashok Gehlot in the race for the Congress president's post. The Congress plot twist after Rahul Gandhi opts out. Shashi Tharoor meets Sonia Gandhi, gets the green light to contest, but will Gehlot be the Gandhi's backed candidate? Queen's coffin reaches Windsor Castle, her final resting place. Queen Elizabeth is laid to rest at Windsor Castle alongside her husband, sister and parents. London shuts down as the world watches live coverage of the entire royal family uniting in grief. President Murmu joins world leaders at the Queen's funeral. Mamata Banerjee's surprise comment on the Prime Minister and CBI raids in the Assembly says Prime Minister Modi is not responsible for the misuse of the CBI and the ED, puts the blame at the door of the Home Ministry. The BJP says Mamata Banerjee is trying to save her nephew by praising the PM. Former two-time Congress Chief Minister Captain Amrinder Singh officially joins the BJP, merging his party, the Punjab Lok Congress, with the Saffron Party. His son and daughter join the BJP too. His wife stays a Congress MP. Reports that a drunk Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann delayed a flight was removed from a Lufthansa flight from Frankfurt to Delhi because he was drunk. That triggers an outcry in the opposition. This is wrong. This is misinformation, says the Aam Aadmi Party. Lufthansa says while passenger details are confidential, there was a technical delay. The Indian Army may soon shift the Army Day parade held on the 15th of January every year out of New Delhi, as the government feels that Army Day celebrations should be spread across the country. Sources say so for the first time the parade to be held outside Delhi. The top story of the day, senior Congress leader and one of the most ardent advocates of change in the party, Shashi Tharoor, has gotten the nod from the party chief, Sonia Gandhi, to run for president in next month's internal elections. Shashi Tharoor, a prominent member of the Congress's G23, or those group of 23 leaders who had written to Sonia Gandhi in 2020 calling for internal reforms, has put all speculation to rest and thrown his hat into the ring. His opponent will be Ashok Gehlot, the Rajasthan Chief Minister. Ashok Gehlot, seen as a Gandhi family loyalist. He will now be visiting Delhi on the 25th of September and filing his nomination papers the next day. This is the first time in 2 decades that we have a non-Gandhi, now 2 non-Gandhis contesting in the election. Rahul Gandhi, who is currently leading the party's Bharat Jodo Yatra, has firmly refused to return as president, despite unrelenting demands from a section of Congress leaders. Mr. Gehlot had been seen as one of those leaders pressing for his return. Arvind Gunasekar is monitoring this story. He now joins us. So Arvind, we've gone from no candidate for the post to 2 non-Gandhi candidates in this election, and it's going to be a first in 2 decades.
Yeah, the Congress party will be witnessing elections for the top post after 2 decades. In 2022, the Congress internal elections, we will be witnessing the elections for the top Congress president post. So it will be Ashok Gehlot versus Shashi Tharoor, and Shashi Tharoor today met Congress President Sonia Gandhi, wherein he conveyed his plans to contest for the top post. And what we are being told is that Sonia Gandhi also clearly said that it will be an open election. Anyone can contest for the top post and there won't be any interference from the Gandhi family. So also very importantly, what we are being told by our sources is that none of the Gandhi members will be contesting for this particular Congress top post in this election, though several state units have been passing resolutions urging Rahul Gandhi to take up the Congress president post. But what we are being told is that Rahul Gandhi has firmly said no to all these requests, and he'll be focusing only on the Bharat Jodo Yatra, and this time it will be a non-Gandhi who will become the Congress president, and there will be elections for this particular post. So we are very clear, our sources have confirmed to us that when the nominations begin on September 24th, the nominations not expected to close by September 30th, and we can expect both Ashok Gehlot and also Shashi Tharoor to file their respective nominations for the Congress presidential election. So it will be, the elections will be between, the contest will be between Ashok Gehlot versus Shashi Tharoor. Also very importantly, what we are being told is that because all the state units are passing resolutions urging Rahul Gandhi to become the Congress president, and that's why Shashi Tharoor also wanted to reach out to Mrs. Gandhi in order to get a kind of convey his plans that he wants to contest, and if at all, if any member from the Gandhi family is contesting the election, he wanted to be sure that it will be a free and fair election. And that's why what we are being told is that Sonia Gandhi made it very clear to Shashi Tharoor that no Gandhi will be contesting this election, and it will be an open election for anyone to contest in this election. So it will be Ashok Gehlot versus Shashi Tharoor for this Congress top post.
All right, let's bring in Harsha Kumari Singh from Rajasthan. So Harsha, what happens then to the Chief Minister's post?
Actually, quite a big surprise for everybody here, because on this weekend, Ashok Gehlot actually took the lead in moving that resolution asking for Rahul Gandhi to be Congress president. The new PCC members who will vote for the Congress president, about 400 of them, 50% were present. Sachin Pilot was not present, very, very interestingly. And Ashok Gehlot moved that resolution saying that they want Rahul Gandhi to be president. They also authorized the Congress president to nominate PCC chiefs. And then, we were talking to people in his camp. There always was a reluctance, but it looks like something has changed somewhere. The high command has probably prevailed on him. They want to send out a signal that there are going to be democratic elections in the place, and who do they trust more than anyone else? Ashok Gehlot. But of course, in this, Mrs. Gandhi is going to come across as neutral. That's also something the Congress camp has very, very clearly conveyed to us. The fact that she met Shashi Tharoor, the fact that Mr. Gehlot may run, she is going to be neutral. She is not going to be seen as backing anybody, at least officially so. But, it means many, many things for Rajasthan, because the first question that comes to mind is, if Ashok Gehlot moves to Delhi, who's going to be Chief Minister? Now, we do know that going into an election, and if they want to fight anti-incumbency, Mr. Sachin Pilot has been waiting in the wings. So he will appear to be the most obvious choice. But is it that obvious? One really doesn't know what the deal is. If Mr. Ashok Gehlot does move to Delhi, then who takes over the seat behind him? And of course, the person who takes over the seat, if the Congress wants a winning chance, because remember, the BJP doesn't have a chief ministerial face. So if they want a winning chance, they will have to project the chief ministerial face.
All right.
It's many, many things up in the air right now. We can only speculate, but it's very interesting politics here in Rajasthan.
What a twist. In 24 hours, a complete change in stand. Ashok Gehlot pushing for Rahul Gandhi to take that post. Now he's going to come to Delhi and file his nomination papers. Will all the pieces of this puzzle fall in place? As of now, we're going to have, for now at least, an election between a Gandhi loyalist and a Congress dissident, a Gandhi dissident. Thank you, Arvind. Thank you, Harsha. And the big international story, of course, Queen Elizabeth II's coffin was lowered into the royal vault at St. George's Chapel in Windsor Castle, bringing to an end public mourning for Britain's longest reigning monarch. Britain's King Charles paid tribute to his late mother, Queen Elizabeth, on Monday with a handwritten note that was laid on top of her coffin that read, "In loving and devoted memory." The note was placed amidst a colourful wreath for the late monarch that the Buckingham Palace said contained, at King Charles's request, rosemary, English oak, myrtle, which had been cut from a plant grown from the myrtle used in Queen Elizabeth's wedding bouquet. Royals and heads of state from around the world gathered at London's Westminster Abbey on Monday for the state funeral. An Indian President Murmu, attended, representing India.
Westminster Abbey, London's most historic church, is there, told once a minute for 96 minutes for each year of the Queen's life, setting the tone for the grand state funeral of Queen Elizabeth II.
An extremely emotional moment for people in Britain, because she has ruled for 70 years, so a lot of people don't even know of another monarch in their lifetime.
US President Joe Biden, President of France Emmanuel Macron, India's President Draupadi Murmu were among hundreds of world leaders who joined the grieving King Charles III and his family at the funeral services.
Here, where Queen Elizabeth was married and crowned, from the Commonwealth and from the nations of the world, to mourn our loss, to remember her long life of selfless service, and ensure confidence, to commit her to the mercy of God, our Maker and Redeemer.
Trumpets fell silent and horses stood still as the entire nation observed 2 minutes of silence at the end of the funeral service. In what was the grandest possible British procession, 147 Royal Navy sailors pulled the gun carriage carrying the coffin. Following the coffin was the royal family led by King Charles III, followed by Prince of Wales William in uniform. Queen Camilla and Kate Middleton, Princess of Wales, followed in a car. The other family members, including Meghan Markle, were also in the procession.
It's very sad, very moving. Just can't believe she's not with us anymore. God bless her.
The outpour of grief and affection over the last few days reveals Queen Elizabeth II was not just the longest serving monarch for 70 years. She was the beloved queen for Britons. Britain's second Elizabethan era ends today. In a private burial ceremony with just the royals, the Queen will be buried next to her late husband, Prince Philip, in her favourite home, Windsor Castle. King Charles' coronation will take place in spring 2023. Radhika Iyer in London, NDTV.
And London shut down as the world watched the live coverage, the entire royal family uniting in grief. But despite these widespread closures, huge crowds flocked into central London for the funeral service.
Did any of you queue up for the lying in state, or were you here just okay?
We couldn't, it was closed when we got here.
Okay, so tell me, where are you from?
What is your name? Introduce yourself, please.
So my name's Tina and I'm from Worcester in the Midlands.
Yeah.
And so travelled up with my sister-in-law Jay,
Okay, hi.
and we came up yesterday and stayed in a hotel.
Okay. And just for this?
Definitely just for this. So my husband and her brother and other male relatives didn't want to come up, so it was left to the women to come up and pay respects to Her Majesty the Queen.
What about the Queen makes it feel like it's a personal loss for so many of you?
Because I admire her, I love her, her dedication. There's not ever been a person who has given us so much.
All right, and the big story back home, is Mamata Banerjee going soft on Prime Minister Modi? Well, the Bengal Chief Minister on Monday gave an exoneration of sorts to the Prime Minister on the issue of businessmen under the radar of investigative agencies fleeing the country. The blame, she said, actually points to the Union Home Ministry, controlled by the Union Home Minister Amit Shah. Now, the comments was surprising for Mamata Banerjee, who's been an aggressive critic of Prime Minister Modi and Amit Shah, and the BJP Suvendu Adhikari, her former aide, suggests that she's trying to help her nephew, the party MP Abhishek Banerjee, who's being questioned by the Enforcement Directorate in connection with the coal scam in the state.
না না উনি চেষ্টা করেই যাচ্ছেন নিজে বাঁচতে ভাইপোকে বাঁচাতে। উনি অনেক কথা বলছিলেন। আমি তো আপনাকে প্রশ্ন করেছি, আপনার ছবিগুলো তখনই তো মুখ থেকে তুই বেরিয়ে এসেছে। এই যে হর্ষ নেওটিয়া, সঞ্জয় পুদিয়া, এরা যে ছবিগুলো কিনেছেন, এই ছবিগুলো এত টাকা দিয়ে কেনা হয়েছে কেন?
The Trinamool Congress has really kept the Prime Minister out of the attack and more so focused on the Union Home Minister Amit Shah when it comes to central agencies. In fact, they've worn T-shirts that also have a caricatured picture of the Union Home Minister. Mamata Banerjee today, of course, took it a step further when it comes to the complaint against misuse of central agencies by passing that resolution in the Assembly. But she also reiterated that point that, look, the ED, CBI doesn't report to the PMO. And obviously, with so many businessmen being worried about this misuse of central agencies, I'm sure Prime Minister Modi wouldn't have done it. Now, that, of course, led to a lot of interpretations, and, how that comment is being seen is that she seems to be absolving the Prime Minister of any responsibility when it comes to misuse of central agencies. The BJP is saying this is a ploy that will fail. She's trying her best to save her nephew and herself.
And reports that the Punjab Chief Minister was removed from a Lufthansa flight from Frankfurt to Delhi because he was drunk have triggered off a huge outcry with the opposition parties, saying that the Chief Minister has shamed Punjabis across the world. His party, though, has accused the opposition of spreading fake propaganda. AAP shared Lufthansa's statement, which said that its flight left later than planned because of a delayed inbound flight and an aircraft change.
Accused of being drunk again, Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann this time allegedly thrown off a Lufthansa flight from Frankfurt to Delhi. Akali Dal President Sukhbir Badal tweeted, disturbing media reports quoting co-passengers say that Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann was deplaned from Lufthansa flight as he was too drunk to walk, and it led to a 4-hour flight delay. He missed Aam Aadmi Party's national convention. These reports have embarrassed and shamed Punjabis all over the globe. Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson Ehbab Singh Grewal on NDTV categorically denied that Mr. Bhagwant Mann was drunk.
I don't think we need to give an explanation on this. This is nothing but a cheap antics by the Congress. His delay has been explained by Lufthansa itself.
It is a major embarrassment to the whole nation. कि की जे गल साबित हो जाती है आज केजरीवाल साहब सानू दसन कि की मुख्यमंत्री पंजाब ते किस किस्म दा एक्शन लैण.
Mr. Pratap Singh Bajwa has written to the Civil Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia seeking an inquiry into the alleged incident. Lufthansa has said that the flight was delayed by the airline due to a delayed inbound flight and an aircraft change. This is not the first time Mr. Mann has been accused of appearing in public drunk. He took a vow to never drink again at an Aam Aadmi Party event in 2019 with his mother by his side. Mann, in an interview to NDTV ahead of the Punjab polls, said that he had no drinking problems.
उनके पास और कुछ है ही नहीं बोलने को शरद जी. मतलब कोई मेरे पे करप्शन नहीं कर सकते, कोई मेरे पे कोई ईडी नहीं भेज सकते, इनकम टैक्स नहीं भेज, तो साफ सुथरी इमेज 11 साल से कह रहे हैं. उसके बाद तो पब्लिक ने मुझे इतनी बड़ी जीत दी है, तो मतलब ये तो सब इनका बेसलेस बातें हैं.
The opposition had brought up Bhagwant Mann's drinking problem during the Punjab polls as well, and now it has surfaced again, 6 months after he became the Chief Minister of Punjab. With Mohammad Ghazali, Priyanshi Sharma for NDTV.
And the former Congress leader Captain Amrinder Singh on Monday joined his ex-party's principal rival, the BJP officially. Amrinder Singh joined the BJP along with his son, his daughter and grandson, but his wife still stays a Congress member. The veteran leader sees no anomaly between the couple now being in rival parties. His wife, Praneet Kaur, served as the junior foreign affairs minister in the Manmohan Singh government from 2009 to 2014. Ms. Kaur is presently a sitting Congress MP from Patiala. The Congress has not sought her resignation, nor has she offered to resign.
I must actually mention, I'm sorry I didn't mention, a very dear colleague of mine, Sunil Jakharji, who's we have worked together for so many years now, and only regret is when he went, he should have taken me along with him. He went to कि ये जरूरी है कि जो हस्बैंड करे वही वाइफ करे.
देखिए, कोई जाता है कांग्रेस से, आप क्या समझते हैं कांग्रेस खत्म हो गई? अभी तुम पूछ रहे थे कि कोई लोग जाना चाह रहे हैं. मैंने कहा बिल्कुल जाएं, जिसको जाना है जाएं. हम किसी को रोकना नहीं चाहते. अगर वो जाना चाहते हैं, अपना भविष्य सोचते हैं और विचार बीजेपी से मिलते हैं, मैं तो उनको अपनी मोटर दूंगा, जाइए, आप मेरी कार में जाइए.